So this 2019 Ford Explorer horn is not working. No matter how much I press the horn, it won't honk. So first of all, let me turn on the ignition. So I was not getting power at the horn itself. So I came to the relay. This is the relay for the horn exactly. It sits here. So I will just be checking for power and ground. So this is the wiring diagram for the on relay. So if you see there's if 20 amps fuse, and that 20 amps fuse is feeding pin 3 and pin 1 of the horn relay. So this is the horn relay itself. So I'll be checking at the car itself. So this is where the horn sits. So we'll be checking pin 1 and pin 3. We should be getting power from there. So this is pin 3, and you can see I have power there, and then I have power on pin 3. So then the next pin beside it is pin 1, and I have power there. So I don't even need to check the fuse again because I have power here. So these other two pins, one is for the input from the on switch, and this other one is the output to the on itself. So I've changed my test lead. So now once I see a ground, the test light should turn on. Like as I'm touching a ground on the battery, the test light is coming on. So I should have a ground on pin 5, which is going to the on itself. This is the on, this is pin 5. The pin 2 is the input from the on switch inside the vehicle. And now because I can't find ground on pin 5, it's already an indication that I have a bad on. But in as much as I have a bad on, I still need to confirm the control from the on switch inside the vehicle itself. So to do that, I have to press the horn. But since I'm in the front of the car, I'll just use this little scanner to bidirectionally control the horn to honk. So now I can disable it. This is off and this is honk. So this honk signal now, I should have ground on this control side pin from the input. So you see there's no ground. And this is the um wire that runs from pin 20 to pin 2. So if you look at this wiring diagram, it's a very complicated diagram. So the ground I'm looking for at the relay, this is where the ground come in G 291. Then it runs through the on switch. From the on switch, it runs through this clock spring. From this clock spring, it runs through the steering control module. From this steering control module, it goes through the BCM. Then before it comes out and gets to the relay. So if anything is wrong with any of this module or device along the line, this on will not work. So at this point, I'm still not getting ground. Although I know I have a problem of the on itself because I should be getting a ground at the on output. But even the input, I'm not getting a ground. That is from the input switch, from the on switch inside the vehicle. I should be getting a ground. I'm not getting a ground. So I know I still have to run diagnostics backward and forward. So first of all, let me check the on itself at the on connector because I need to be sure I'm not having a wiring issue. Probably I have an open circuit between the on relay and the on itself. So yeah, I'm testing my test lamp to be sure. So I'm going to be going to the on wiring itself. So what I'm expecting is I should see a ground to the horn, and the ground should run through the horn to the output wire. So I have a ground going to the horn. And the other side, I should also have a ground, but I'm not getting a ground. So that means this on is bad. Ground is getting through the horn. So the ground is supposed to run through the coils of the horn and comes out on the output wire, waiting to receive power signal for the horn to honk. But now I'm pretty sure this on is bad. But I need to rectify the issue of the input to the relay. That is the control side of the relay. That the ground that should come to the control side of the relay when you press the horn inside the vehicle. But I have different modules and switch along the line, and I need to be sure each and every one of them is working fine. So I took the horn out of the vehicle completely, and if you look, it looks like the horn is connected in series, but it is actually connected in parallel if you check from the wiring diagram. So if one horn goes bad, the other one is supposed to still work from the way it is connected. So this is the wiring connector to the horn. So I just want to confirm also that I don't have any breakage or open in this wire or any shorts in this wire. So I can do a continuity test to confirm the integrity of the wire. But instead of that, I choose to pass ground to the wire and confirm that the ground gets here. So the ground gets here. So that wire is perfectly fine. So I need to focus only on the control side of the relay, because that is where I'm having issue. I have confirmed I have a bad horn, but I don't want the situation of when I change the horn and I will now notice that I also have a control side issue. So let me confirm that first. So while I was checking for why I'm not having control at the control side relay, I noticed something. I noticed that the scanner itself is complaining of the on relay. So for the BCM to complain of on relay, it means only one thing, that the on relay of this vehicle is being monitored. Sometimes they can use what is called a bias voltage, it's supposed to, or a resistance value, because there's a resistor in that relay. So this car actually shuts down that circuit itself. So I'm going to I restore the relay back, and I'm going to repeat that test. Instead of using the scanner to repeat the test, I will just press the horn switch itself. And once I see this, my test lights up. So I know I'm fine. I only have a on problem. I only need to change the horn. So I'm connected to ground, and the other side of my test light is connected to the output at the on socket itself, at the on connector. So I'm connected to the output where power is supposed to get to. So once I press the horn, you see the lights up. So the relay is working fine. So the car actually shuts down the system itself, all because I pull out the relay. So on will be replaced and this car will be fixed. So that's why most of this vehicle, we need to be very careful on doing some tests on it, because you can do a test and you will get confused along the line, because the car will interfere into your test procedure itself, and you need to be able to retrace your step back and correct the issues.